Hey guys, it's Ian Miles here. Now, it's been an exciting couple of days and I'm so impressed by the number of guys that have signed up to my upcoming webinar. Now, thank you so much for the continued support. And look, there are still more spaces open for those of you who have not yet. You can sign up for free and you can still become part of our band of brothers that want to really repossess that spark with women, okay? By simply clicking on that link in the video's description right down below. So a guy recently told me how easy it is for me to flirt with girls because I've been on so many dates in my life. How could this webinar possibly help him? Now, first off, dating as a social aspect is very different and it keeps changing, so you cannot have absolute knowledge about it. Now, let's imagine flirtation as a skill, just like singing. You can be an outstanding singer, but you can't sell records, okay? That is why you get a voice coach to tap into your potential and to really help you sell those records. Now, they will help you to develop a style that will set you aside from the rest. So flirting and communication really come naturally to some men, but even when that's the case, you'll be in a better position when you're aware of the techniques that you're using and their predicted outcome. Now, that is where my webinar comes in, okay? It is designed to help guys who are, green in flirting and communication. And also, it's there to create a style for those who already have a bit of experience and have an idea of what to do. Now, imagine if all singers had the same style. The music industry would be one of the most boring industries in the world. Now, similarly, beautiful women are approached by so many men each day. However, what will make her interested in you is how different you make her feel. The impression that you make on her has to be unique and has to be memorable. Okay, so creating flirtation techniques that really blend with your personality will make your approach much more unique. Now, we all have different personalities, and so the webinar is designed to focus on your existing potential and really kind of bring out the best in you. Now look, I have to say I'm usually so flattered by the comments that I get sometimes. And after the last webinar, a guy actually reached out and he said how I am the king of flirtation, and he said how he was excited to be learning from royalty himself. Well look, that is amazing to hear, because look, I wasn't always like this, okay? Growing up, I was actually an introvert and I was actually really shy. And I actually, before, I had approach anxiety each time that I wanted to talk to a girl. And the few that I managed to speak to, they hated me after because I wasted their time with awkward silence and with boring stories. When I was at my first year at university, I found this girl that I really liked. So I had all these future plans with her in my head. And when we went out on our first date, things quickly took the wrong turn when I tried to flirt and it backfired. And you can guess what happened next. I spent the whole semester trying to avoid bumping into her. But that was a wake-up call for me, and it made me look for other ways to really upgrade myself and upgrade my game. And in that same year, I also found a mentor who really inspired me to improve on myself, and I went ahead to learn so much more. Okay, and during a session with him, I realized that I had the skills in me, okay? But the problem was, it was my delivery and it was the choice of technique that I would use. But with the help and guidance of my mentor, I was really able to sharpen my flirting skills to become the man that I am today. So when it comes to flirtation, timing is everything, okay? It has to blend well with your conversation so that it doesn't appear far-fetched. Now, a pickup line is a form of flirtation technique, and we use it to really break that ice and to make women feel a bit easy around us. However, look, you can have a good pickup line, but it won't work on every woman. So mastering the skill of flirtation helps you to better your judgment on which technique will work on a specific woman. Okay, so during the webinar, you will also learn how to really twist flirtation techniques to suit your environment and to suit your personality. And if you're a funny guy, a hilarious pickup line puts you into a comfortable spot. So you should be able to build up from a pickup line effortlessly. Now, take for example, if say you're in a library, okay, and you see a girl that you like, the pickup line that you use will be different from one that you will use when you meet a woman in a club. Okay, also the effective flirting techniques should somehow blend a woman's personality too. However, it is challenging to tell a woman's personality by just looking at her. So at the webinar, we will learn how to really test the water to help you determine a woman's personality. And that will give you the advantage to drop your flirting missiles right on target. Now, flirting is a skill that can make your life exciting if you master it and if you know how to harness its power. And it can be used on anyone to really help you to get what you want. And if well restructured, you can use it with your work colleagues or even on your boss, in order to get what you want. So when you're used to getting what you want, it becomes so easy for you, and you'll be so much more confident within yourself. So in a way, mastering the art of flirtation can also help you to build on your confidence. Okay, confident people enjoy mental, physical, and emotional stability, and they are the go-to people when others are stranded. And that makes you valuable and makes you indispensable in so many people's lives. So although the webinar is focused on really helping you master the art of flirtation and on communication to increase your success with women, it can also help you have a significant impact on life overall. Now, about 5 years ago, I actually had a seminar for some guys in the US, and I talked a lot about understanding women and using flirtation to get their way. And there were so many guys there, so I couldn't get every person by name. I usually give out my contacts right at the end of the sessions in case someone wants to know more or ask me some personal questions. So I got emails from a lot of guys who really thanking me for helping me upgrade them and upgrade their game. However, look, I have one case from that seminar that really stood out for me. There was this one guy who, I think he was a stunt performer and he was a stunt man, but he also had problems communicating and flirting with women. So he reached out to me after the seminar and we Skyped for quite some time. And after a short time, the so-called loser, as people used to call him, was dating an actual perfume model. The type that you see in those TV ads. And he had such a thing for models, and he didn't know how to really break the ice and make himself visible before. So anyway, long story short, he dated several models before landing himself a really nice one that he eventually settled down with. And it's times like this that really give me the will to go out there and really help men upgrade their game, and it really makes me happy in the long run. So I've always been a believer that any man can get any woman that they want, but you just have to know how to really place yourself in her life where you will be indispensable. Now, flirting is a vital tool when you want to bring down her defense system and really position yourself in her life. The difference between the guy that, gets the ladies and the one that doesn't is knowledge, okay? A guy that gets the ladies understands his techniques and all of the plausible outcomes. And that gives him an advantage to predict when a technique is about to backfire, and so he brings in a contingency technique. So my webinar will be tailored to help you get in touch with your female magnetism, okay? Now, you don't have to be that guy that, watches from the sidelines anymore. It is a choice that you need to make, that you will do better for yourself, okay? It is a choice that you need to make to sign up for the webinar as, a step away from those sidelines, okay? Coming from the sideline will help you meet your confident personality. It's going to increase your self-esteem because you know that you are capable of achieving anything that you set your mind to. So anyway, I welcome all the guys that want to make a difference to themselves. Now, you have a choice to pursue that woman that captures your attention, or you can withdraw to the sidelines. So by all means, get on board and sign up to my webinar. Now remember, it's completely free because brothers are supposed to take care of brothers. And there is so much that I have in store for you guys. Look, it just gives me goosebumps thinking about how much fun that we're gonna have. Will it be worth it when you get that beautiful woman serving you breakfast wearing your shirt? So if you want that to happen, then go ahead and sign up to secure your place at the webinar. Now, for those who have already signed up, I have to thank you so much for your continued support. And guys, thanks again for watching. Today, you were joined by Ian Miles, and I shall see you at the webinar.